So if you're an OG viewer of the channel, you might recognize where I am right now. I'm at an airport. Your boy's gonna do some skydiving. The first time was 8 years ago. We're not gonna talk about that. Now, the last time I was here, it was just for fun, but this time we've got the Insta360 X5, and I figured this is the perfect place to kind of test out some of the features. Being a 360 camera, I think we can get a lot of really cool shots with this.
Are you scared?
Nah, I'm all right. I gotta get all over my face, man, I'm good. Tuck me out my will.
Hey, so are you still doing it, or you decide not to?
Yes, I'm doing it.
Oh my God. You got kids, bro. I don't want you to do it.
I'm already here, Ari.
Yeah, someone else do it?
If I don't do it, Jean's gonna have to go up.
Okay.
Jean, you're going up.
She said, okay, we don't.
She had no hesitation. Jean's going up then.
All right.
Oh,
Jean, that's you.
Jean.
You're going up.
Tell him I said both shots.
Are you going, Jean?
am I going?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Jean's going. All right, so we're switching it up. This guy and then that guy, they're gonna be going up there instead of me. And so they're gonna be holding the X5. And you know what? We've got the X4 here as well. So Ashton's gonna hold down the X4 and we'll see what happens. For those of you who don't know, the Insta360 X5 is Insta360's newest 360-degree camera, which means you're gonna be able to shoot videos or photos that capture everything around the camera. This means no having to point the camera specifically at anything. You just gotta make sure it has a line of sight with whatever you wanna capture. Now, this is the perfect camera to take skydiving because we didn't have to think about it at all during our jump. By just having it in front of us, it allowed us to get amazing footage of ourselves while also getting a good view of how high up we were. Now, we shot our footage in 8K and you can see for yourself. You get a ton of detail. The dynamic range was actually awesome considering we didn't even have HDR on here, and it allowed us to get a great view of the sky, clouds, as well as some of the darker areas like when we were on the plane. That's definitely thanks to that big sensor. Ooh, here we go. Yeah, and you still got the camera.
I made it. That was unlike anything. Good, nice and easy.
Woo-wee. How was it?
This is crazy.
Woo! So they survived. Look at you, you're locked in, bro.
I wanna go again.
Me and Oscar over here like, maybe we go up. Maybe we do this too. So what sucks is Oscar and I got hit with FOMO and now we're jumping, right?
Yep.
How do you feel?
Excited but scared.
Since we're at the airport longer than we expected, we had to swap out batteries just to make sure it didn't run out during our jump. And I gotta say, the batteries last for quite some time. From shooting in New York to the trip there, and then of course shooting on location and during the dive, I was still on my first battery. The X5 definitely has improved battery compared to the X4 with a max of 2 hours and 45 minutes of shooting when you're in endurance mode. They even came out with this cool little fast charger that charges 2 batteries at once. I'd highly recommend if you pick up one of these. But depending on the kind of activities you're into or the kind of content you hope to capture, there's actually a ton of accessories that Insta360 offers to make getting that content easier. Now, obviously with the X5, you can do all kinds of action shots, as you saw. But one thing that's really great about these is that you can also get just multiple perspectives. So whether you're going around with a group of friends or maybe riding a bike, you don't necessarily need to turn the camera to any particular person to capture video of them. Basically, all you'll have to do is have it there and you get everybody. So obviously that's gonna be great for vlogging, but if you wanna do something a little bit more fun, like have a race between 2 electric vehicles, you'll be able to do that without having to worry about the camera itself. Now, we actually had the X5 mounted to One of the bike mounts that Insta360 offers, they have a lot of accessories actually. So depending on the kind of content you want to shoot, they've got options. Now for the folks curious about the changes between the X5 and the X4, here's what you need to know. The X5 has 144% larger sensors with a triple AI chip, which means better image quality, better low light performance, which is always important. And with the new triple AI chips built inside, you're getting a lot more processing power that handles things like noise reduction. Now they've also introduced these new, more durable lenses that are also replaceable. So if you happen to damage one, you'll be able to easily replace the lens. And like I mentioned before, we've got better battery life, but one of the best additions here is getting the camera charged to 80% in just 20 minutes. They also added their new wind guard that we saw introduced with the Insta360 Ace Pro 2, and you guys can hear how effective it is right here.
Yeah, I know I have chargers in the way, and with it being, I think 57, 60 miles home, I know like I could probably get 30 or 40 overnight as well. Yeah. So I'm not losing too much during the day.
But whether we were doing something action related or just casual scenes between the crew, it was actually nice to not have to worry about how we were shooting everything and instead just letting the camera roll. Now, I think the biggest differentiator between the X5 and even its predecessors compared to other 360 cameras is actually the software. Now, the Insta360 applications makes reformatting everything so easy, whether that's changing the aspect ratio, angle, to even tracking a subject with the new Insta Frame mode that basically takes the guesswork out of framing your 360 clips, since it's able to focus on you throughout the entire scene, and it does it insanely well. You can see how we were tumbling out of the sky with lots of flips and camera movements, but it stays on subject the whole time. So pretty much every editing tool that I think I'd want with a camera like this is definitely here. Now they even offer AI editing features if you aren't great at editing yourself, so you can incorporate special effects or maybe do some really cool edits. So the X series is still the most versatile camera I've ever used, and they really upped the performance with the X5, not to mention the billions of accessories they came out with to support it. But of course, everything is going to be linked down below. I'll catch you guys in the next one.